No! It's a 52-0 now.
Part two.
Yes, Roy Cooper announced his run.
All right,
which everyone expected.
Yep, Roy Cooper is officially running for the U.S. Senate, and
Roy Cooper is not as strong as people think he is. I'm saying that right now. He has made multiple remarks on certain issues that are going to very quickly isolate certain key demographics. I guarantee you, once Republicans start lambasting him for what he's done for transgenders and gays in the state, that is going to discourage a substantial amount of black voters, because black voters don't give a fuck about LGBTQ shit. And Roy Cooper decided to be a massive tranny fucking champion in his last year in office. Literally, Mike Whatley just has to bring that up, and that will already move it like 0.5 closer in his favor.
I would like to remind people the only reason that Roy Cooper won in 2016 was the bathroom issue, and that issue has been flipped on its head entirely.
Yeah. I mean, he barely
we were talking about Roy Cooper's the most popular governor in the country.
What was his name? Patrick McHenry or whatever?
Yeah, that guy sucked. That guy was...
He was
McCrory? Yeah, Pat McCrory.
And McCroy's a Lincoln Project guy.
Of course he is.
Yeah, he was the guy that lost the election for the bathroom bill, and is now that issue's been completely flipped on its head. Nobody supports that shit now. And I think that he's underestimated just how socially conservative North Carolina is.
Ghislaine Maxwell files appeal to Supreme Court to overturn her sex trafficking conviction.
No. Trump! Don't do it!
The Supreme Court's not going to do it. I mean, Trump could pardon her.
If Trump pardons... If she...
Actually, probably more likely. It's probably more likely he would commute her sentence just so she can give information.
Listen, the only way I would even consider this idea, she has to give everything and not bullshit us. Even that, I don't know, why would you give her a pardon?
Yeah, that's the thing. Like the Clintons, I think Congress voted to subpoena the Clintons to testify, but they're going to plead the fifth. So I'm not even expecting any information from the Clintons.
Yeah. So I don't like.
You gotta make.
I don't like
Maxwell, if she gets her sentence commuted, probably could give information. Otherwise, maybe she just pleads the fifth. I don't know.
And you know what? How Democrats are responding to this? It's a real thing.
We're gonna gerrymander our own states. I'm like, no, you already done that.
They've realized they can't. So you know what their strategy is? This is real. This is in Texas. Real Texan. What do you think their strategy is in Texas?
Right now, basically what they're planning to do is, well, they think that the redistricting is going to backfire so badly that they're going to target double-digit Republican seats.
They're planning to spend $20 million to target congressional Republicans in Texas.
I mean, go on ahead. Where are you gonna get them? Where are you gonna get the money?
They have no money, and I know people are saying, "Oh, they're raising a bunch of money." Yeah, technically, but compared to past years, they're raising jack shit. But
okay, we're raising a lot better compared.
Yeah, Democrats are planning to spend $20 million to target congressional Republicans. Reminder: these seats are gonna be like R plus 10 to 20, if not way more. Probably R plus 15. What do you think's gonna happen? For those that don't know, Microsoft a couple days ago, they announced they're going to lay off, how many, was it 8,000 employees?
I think it was 9,000 and they were going to switch to AI.
No, that was the excuse. I called them out on this. The excuse was they're going to switch to AI. But apparently days prior, they applied for 9,000 H-1B visas.
Where's Microsoft headquartered, by the way? Let me
Seattle.
See here. Oh, yeah. Okay, that's pretty blue, So
they were going to replace 9,000 American workers they fired. They were going to claim it's AI, and that's a scapegoat. All these companies are using AI, but in reality, they're not. They're using H-1B visas.
You know, it makes a lot of sense because guess where their CEO was born?
India.
Yeah, Hyderabad, India.
It's funny how that works. I think same thing with Apple too.
Apple.
Google, I know, has one. Oh, Alphabet, but still. Qatar, Saudi Arabia, and Egypt are urging the Hamas to disband to enable a Palestinian state. Interesting. So the Arab world is getting behind Israel, I guess?
Not really. I think they're. I mean, they don't. I mean, none of them really ever support Israel. But
I know, but this is the first time they ever said something about Hamas. Like
I think they want the war to end, and I think a big part of that is, I mean, Hamas themselves. They're
not doing themselves any favor. They just people understand when I criticize Israel or whatever, it's not me saying Hamas is good. They're not. But I do wonder something. Hear me out on this one. You remember how a couple months ago we were hearing reports that Trump may recognize Palestine? Remember that?
Oh yeah, I mean, those are probably off the table though.
Well, I have a funny theory. I don't think it's gonna happen. But what if Trump made a deal with the Arab world and say, listen, if you guys get rid of Hamas, somehow force them out of there, we might make a deal with Palestine. But for those that don't know, basically the UK, they passed a law that you can't use any website, really. They know who you are. You have to give them ID and stuff. And listen, the idea, like, on paper sounds decent. Like, okay, you want to make sure kids are not going on, like, Pornhub or whatever. You know, you don't want to see, you don't want that happening. But they're not just doing that. It's just like any websites.
You now need age verification to use Spotify.
Yeah.
You will need age verification to go on YouTube. You will need age verification. I think it was like for SoundCloud. It was like so a bunch of services that have nothing to do with pornography are now requiring you to either take a picture of your face so they can guess your age, or they want you to take a picture of your driver's license, social security, like physical ID. Like they want not social security, but your physical ID. They want your information. This is a giant jump to scrape everybody's information off of the internet, destroy anonymity. That's the short end. Like we can have a very long conversation about this, but that's the short end of it. It's the destruction of anonymity on the internet. That's what the goal is.
Oh my. Okay, the one big beautiful bill will drive the return of the great American car.
That's a Soviet car.
Oh my. The car behind President Trump is a stock image of a Russian/Soviet-made VAZ-2100, better known as the Lada 1200. It is not an American-made car. Is this a real Republican account? It is.
Yeah.
And this is why Republicans don't win without Trump. You're telling me you can't even put a Ford on there? Really? Just put a generic Ford on there or something. I don't know. How hard is it to find a picture of a Ford truck? I don't know. This obviously doesn't change much, but my gosh. He retweeted an election Twitter person. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh. It's a 52-0 map. They're going to try to eliminate all Republicans.
You know, if that's the exact map that they put on the ballot, it could still pass. It could still pass.
Yeah. But the thing is, like,
it'd be a lot narrower than, drawing out 5 Republicans, but it could pass with like 51% of the vote.
I just got this weird feeling it's gonna blow up in their face somehow. I just got this weird feeling.
That kind of map. I mean, honestly, drawing out 5 Republicans, that could probably, I don't know, that they could probably get away with that. But drawing out every Republican, that could get struck down.